Andy, come right in. Come right in. Give me this thing here.
Thanks, Kingfish.
Stanley, put that someplace. Andy, this is Sapphire's nephew, Stanley Andrews. He's going to be living with us for a while.
Well, Stanley, you're a nice little boy.
I'm not little. I'm 12 years old. I mean, I'm going to be 12 years old next Friday. That's my birthday. And I always have a party and get lots of expensive presents, too.
Stanley, it seems to me you just had a...
Hello, Andy. It's so nice to see you.
Oh, hello, Sapphire. It's nice to see you, too. I brought you a box of bonbons.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it is. The squishy cherry kind. I know your mama likes them. Where is she?
Well, old Rotary Mouth is having dinner today with the Van Porter. They are ripping a few lot numbers up the back.
George. Andy, wouldn't you like to sit down?
Oh, thank you, Sapphire. Thank you. Yeah.
Stanley?
Well, you told me to put it somewhere.
Stanley, go to your room.
Oh, that's all right, Kingfish. Stanley didn't mean no harm. He's a good boy.
Well, shall we sit down to dinner? I'll get the soup.
Sapphire, this looks like a delicious meal.
Well, I certainly hope you enjoy it, Andy.
Yeah. Kingfish, would you like to pass me the bread?
Oh, certainly, son. There you is.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Sapphire, but I ain't got no soup spoon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me a minute. Here you are.
Thank you. Kingfish, would you hand me the pepper?
Oh, sure. There you is. Now, what's the matter?
I can't find my knife.
Sapphire, why don't you set the table right? Andy ain't got half the food he's supposed to have.
Well, I put them on the table.
Yeah, go on, Andy. Finish peppering up your soup there. Now, what's the matter?
The pepper shaker's gone.
Where all this stuff disappearing to? You ain't putting it in your pocket, is you, Andy?
Oh, Kingfish, you...
Andy.
Arbadella, you stop this. You'd feel better if you'd eat something.
I'm never going to eat.
Now, come on, honey. Not eating and not sleeping, you're going to lose weight and get sick.
I'm skinny already, and I'm not pretty. That's why he never notices me.
You're just as pretty as any girl in your class.
Why doesn't he pay any attention to me?
He will. Just give him a little time. He's probably just bashful. Most boys are, you know. Now, come on and eat something. Things are never as bad as they seem. Now, this'll work out.
He's just an ugly duckling.
Now, listen, honey, don't say that, because you're not.
Oh, hello, Andy.
Hello, Ruby. Hi, Amos.
Oh, hi, Andy.
Hello, Arbadella. How is my favorite little duckling? Hey, what did I do?
Nothing. Arbedella's a little upset. She's got boy trouble.
Oh.
What happened to your derby?
I got boy trouble, too, Amos.
Sit down, Andy.
Well, I didn't plan to stay. I saw your light burning and thought I'd come up and say hello. Tell me about this boy trouble in Arbadella. Any boy be mean to her, I'll beat his head in.
Well, she's got her face crushed on a little boy in school, and he hasn't noticed her, and she feels awful.
Oh, romantic problem, huh? Well, that's right up my alley. I've been bit by the love bug so many times till I'm a mass of romantic bumps. I think I'll go in and talk to her. Arbadella. 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 Where is that beautiful girl that I see coming here? She ain't under the bed. She ain't under the rug. Oh, there's somebody in Arbella's bed. I better see who this is. Arbella.
That Andy really has a way with Arbella.
Uncle Andy, you haven't played that game with me since I was a little girl.
Yeah, you and me used to have lots of fun when you was a little kid. You remember how I used to come over and feed you your oatmeal? One for you and one for me. That oatmeal, I sure put on lots of weight trying to keep you fed up. Have you been eating good lately? Well, how come? Oh, no. Honey, you got all the symptoms.
Of what?
Love. I know exactly how you feel. Now, tell me about it. Maybe I can help you. Oh, now, I'm your godfather. And godfathers is kind of special people. Why, they can do things that plain ordinary parents can't do.
Really?
Oh, sure. Remember when you was little and I told you a story about a godfather?
No.
Well, it was about a little princess who lived in a high-class castle. She was a pretty little girl, like you. And there was a night school next door where they was teaching the boy knights reading, writing, and chivalry.
Oh, Uncle Andy.
No, this is a real story. The little princess, she fall for one of these boy knights, but he don't pay no attention to her. He the biggest square at the round table. So the little princess, she go back into the castle and she pine away. Her father, the count, and her mother, the countship, they can't figure out what to do. So the little princess sitting up there in the ivy tower, crying and weeping and making rope ladders. But the boy knight don't catch on. Well, the little princess is about to throw herself off the parakeet when she looks around. And there stands her godfather. Well, the godfather says to the little princess, "Tell me, pray, what's the scoop?" And the little princess, she explained her problem with the square knight. And the godfather says, "Leave it to me. I gets the drift. I'll take care of everything." And he goes to work on the boy knight. And before you knows it, they live happy ever after. Now, tell me, Arbella, what's your problem?
You know what it is. You knew all the time.
Oh, sure. I told you us godfathers were a special kind of people. Now, don't you worry. I'll take care of everything.
Could you, Uncle Andy?
Now, you know when I make you a promise, I always keep it.
Yes, you always do. But how can you get this boy to notice me?
You leave that to me. And when I finish with him, he'll be eating out of your hand. By the way, what's this boy's name?
Danny Andrews.
Yeah, well, Danny Andrews?
Yes, Uncle Toothfish's nephew.
Oh, man.
No, Aunt Sapphire. Uncle George isn't here. He's out getting some stuff for my birthday party Friday. He left me in charge of the lodge hall. I'm answering the phone and stuff. Okay. I'll give him the message. Goodbye, Aunt Sapphire.
Hello there.
Lodge members should knock before coming into the Kingfisher's office.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, what the... Hello, Stanley.
Hello.
I've been looking all over for you.
What for?
I got something for you.
If you hit me, I'll tell my Uncle George.
Oh, no, Stanley, I'm your friend. I got some bubble gum.
What's your angle?
Oh, nothing. I was passing the candy store, and I seen this gum in there. And I said, I bet my friend Stanley would like to chew on this.
What's your angle?
No angle at all. I was just thinking, a good-looking boy like you, a stranger in town. I was thinking you might like to meet a nice little girl.
This girl some friend of yours?
Yeah, I know her real good.
Then I don't want to know her.
She's a pretty nice one. You're missing a good bet.
I doubt it. If you have to go around giving her a build-up, she must be a real droop.
Now, don't you call her no...
Hi, Andy.
Hello there, Stanley.
Oh, Mr. Calhoun, sir.
Hey, your uncle's downstairs. He said for you to come down there.
Thank you, Mr. Calhoun. I'll go right down. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. There goes a real little gentleman. That boy's gonna get ahead. He's better, because I'm gonna knock off the one he's got here.
Hello, Calhoun. Hi, Andy. Andy, I thought I'd find you up here. I just want to tell you how much Rue and I appreciate what you did for Arbadella last night.
Oh, I didn't do nothing, Amos.
You certainly did. I've never seen such a change in a child. This morning she was happy and singing and ate a good breakfast.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
She says she can always depend on her Godfather, that he always keeps his promises.
Yeah.
She's all excited about meeting that boy.
Hey, Amos. There's somebody honking the horn on your cab out there.
Well, it must be a fair. Well, Andy, the princess is in her chapel waiting for the boy knight. Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Calhoun is looking at the prize idiot.
What you done now?
Well, I done promised Amos's daughter Arbadella that I'm going to put her in solid with this boy she crazy about. Then I'll find out the boy is Stanley. And me and him don't get along no how.
Uh-oh.
Arbedella's counting on me, Calhoun. What is I going to do?
You know, Andy, there was a case like that in history once. The case of John Alden versus Miles Standish. Now, this John Alden, party of the first part, was going to fix things up for Miles Standish, party of the second part, with his beautiful doll, Priscilla, party of the third part. So, the party of the first part went to the party of the third part and said, how about you marrying up with the party of the second part? So the party of the third part says, how about you speaking for yourself, party of the first part?
Yeah, but what happened?
I think that was the beginning of the Balkan Tea Party.
This ain't no tea party. This is serious. Arbedella's going to be heartbroken if I don't get them two together.
Well, why don't you send her some flowers and a note?
That ain't going to make her feel any better.
It will if they come from Stanley.
Stanley won't do that. He won't do nothing for me.
Look, Andy, you send the flowers, you write the note, and you sign his name.
Oh, wait a minute. Ain't that unlegal?
Of course not. Now, let's look at the legal aspect of the thing. In the first place, the boy is a minor. He ain't allowed to sign his name to nothing. He got to have an adult do it for him. You just doing him a favor, that's all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Of course it do.
But wait a minute. Suppose Arbadella asked Stanley if he sent the note and the flowers.
Look, Andy. Suppose some beautiful gal come up to you and say, Andy, did you send me that baby blue convertible? What is you gonna say?
Yeah. Here comes from the piece of paper, Calhoun.
This is a real nice note that little Stanley sent.
And these flowers.
I got a hunch that Andy gave him the money to buy those. Andy really has a heart of gold.
When Arbadella left for school this morning, she was happier than she's ever been in her whole life.
I'll get it. Oh, hello, Andy. Come on in, son. We were just talking about you.
Yeah. Hello, Ruby.
That was a nice thing you did, getting Santa to write that note and send these flowers.
Oh, well, she like them all right?
Oh, she loved them. You know, this is the first time she's ever gotten flowers from a boy. Andy, you gave him the money to buy them, didn't you?
You should have seen her this morning. She was laughing and giggling.
Arbadella, what's the matter, honey?
Oh, Daddy, I was so embarrassed. I went up to Stanley to thank him for the note and the flowers, and he said he didn't send it. I'll never be able to go to school again. Never.
Abadella, wait a minute, honey.
Amos, will you give me a Swift cake?
I guess you sent the note and flowers.
But Amos, I was only trying to make Abadella happy.
But, Annie, didn't you know that she would go to Stanley and thank him for the flowers?
Look, Amos, if some gal come up to you and say, thank you for the baby blue convertible you gave me and you didn't give her one, what would you say?
I'd say there must be a mistake. I didn't give you one.
That's funny. When that crook Calhoun says it comes out different.
Annie, you shouldn't have done this.
Well, I'm sorry, Amos. But I'm going to fix it.
Now, listen, Annie, take my advice. Just leave well enough alone.
Yeah. When is the party? Friday. And don't forget to bring me some good presents, too. That goes for the rest of you. Now be on your way home. Pick 'em up. You're under arrest.
Now, wait a second. I didn't...
Oh, Stanley.
Hello, forger.
Huh?
Do you know the penalty for signing somebody's name to a letter?
Well,
10 years up the river.
Well, now, Stanley, I can explain that.
Tell it to the judge. I'm going to turn you in for forging that mush note to Abadella Jones.
Oh, but Stanley, you wouldn't do that.
Well, I might not, if
What?
you come to my birthday party Friday and bring me a nice big present that costs at least $10.
$10. You know, Stanley, I might do that if
what?
if you invite Abadella Jones to your birthday party.
Nothing doing. And you're not in the position to make any deal, forger.
But...
My Uncle George has a list of the presents I want down in his office. Now, you go down there and look under the $10 section. And don't try to pull any fast ones. I'm going to check the price.
Fishing outfit, gold watch, motor scooter, television set. Andy, that boy got stuff on this birthday list I ain't even got myself.
Yeah, well, we need the $10 department there again.
Ain't no use, Andy. All the cheap stuff has been spoken for. The next jump in price is $20.
I wonder what he got on them people.
This birthday party is going to be my financial escrow. With the cake, the ice cream, and all the trimming, they're going to cost me more than they spent crowning the Queen of England.
Yeah, you got us over the barrel, all right.
Yeah, Andy, I've been thinking and thinking that Stanley had a birthday a couple of months ago back home, but I just can't pin it down.
Well, I don't mind giving him the presents if he'll just invite Abadella to his birthday party. Kingfish, can't you do something?
Andy, if I could do something, it would be to ship that boy back home to his parents in San Francisco.
Oh, he's home in San Francisco, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe I could...
Andy, never mind the plotting. Let's get on with the bankruptcy.
Uncle George. And Sapphire. Oh, it's you, knucklehead. The deliveries are supposed to go to the bag gold.
Are you alone?
Don't try any rough stuff. Remember, there's a forgery rap hanging over you.
What you writing?
It's none of your business. But I'm making up a list of the people who I'm going to invite to my birthday party.
Oh, is Abadella Jones his name on that?
No, and it isn't gonna be. Where's that present you were supposed to get for me?
Oh, I got that right here. Right here. Happy birthday. Next move is up to you, Stanley.
Mr. Brown, how do you spell Abadella's name?
Sapphire, that's really a beautiful cake.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, I got to get a few more things from the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, come right in, kids. Come right in. Put your presents on the bed in the bedroom. Come right in. Right down on the bed. On the bed. Oh, hiya, Kingfish.
Well, Brother Andy, the Galloping herd is really stampeding in there.
Yeah.
I don't see where so many kids come from. Stanley must have invited every kid in New York City and the surrounding vicinity.
Yeah, and he's getting a lot of nice presents, too.
Andy, I think I go back in there and inventory to take.
Oh, hello, Amos. Ruby.
Hi, Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Where's Arbadella?
Here she is. She's a little shy. Come on, Albadella.
Oh, hello, Arbadella.
Hello, Andy.
Amos, you and Ruby put your things right in there on the bed.
Okay.
Come on in, honey. Well, how's my little princess?
Do I look all right?
Oh, you're the prettiest girl here, honey. Wait a minute. Wait back here. I'll be right back. Oh, Stanley,
Yes, sir, Mr. Brown?
will you excuse us, please? Arbadella Jones, your guest of honor, is here. I want you to come over and meet her.
Do I have to?
Hello, Stanley.
Hello, Arbadella. Gosh, you're beautiful. Want you have a seat?
Here, Stanley.
Gee, thanks.
Boy, those kids are sure having fun, Sapphire.
It was so nice of you to have the party.
Oh, we didn't mind it at all, Ruby. Thank you, Stanley.
Andy, this ice cream sure was good. I think I'll get me another plate.
Just a minute. Stanley,
Yes, sir, Mr. Brown?
more ice cream for your uncle.
Yes, sir. Can I get you anything, sir?
Maybe later. I'll let you know.
Anything else, sir?
No, that'll be all, Stanley.
Andy, I can't believe my own eyes. Here yesterday, Stanley was pushing you around. Now he's waiting on you, hoof and mouth. What kind of hex you got on him? Dear Mr. Brown, to reply to your telegram, Stanley's birthday is not until the 3rd of next January. Yours truly, his mama and papa. Andy, I was right. I knew he had a birthday, and that little racketeer cooked up this whole thing to get all these presents.
Yeah.
Andy, I spent a bundle of cash on this here party, but I'm going to call the whole thing off and retract everything.
Oh, hold on, Kingfish. I'll pay for the party.
Andy, I know what you got on Stanley, but what Stanley got on you.
Ain't nobody got nothing on me, Kingfish. I'm just a happy old godfather.
Andy, a thought just struck me. You gonna pay for the wedding, too?
get dressed, George. Mr. Baxter's holding the job open for you with the construction company. Now, you go down there and get it.
Yeah, but honey, shoveling sand into a cement mixer, why, that ain't my line of work. You see, I'm more the executive dictaphone button-pushing type.
You go down there and see Mr. Baxter and get that job. He's only holding it for you because he's an old friend of my family.
Well, honey, I just can't go busting in there and start throwing sand around. I got to have references, and it'll probably take me 2-3 weeks to get somebody to referend a good word for me.
You get up and get going. I've already told Mr. Baxter all about you.
And he's still willing to hire me, huh?
Look, George, this is the showdown. You're going to go to work, earn a living, and start acting like a responsible, respectable family man. And if you don't bother coming back here.
Well, honey, being you put it to me in that sentimental manner, I guess I'll have to go. I'll see you later.
Andy, I'm glad to see you've gotten this job with the insurance company.
Yeah. You know, Amos, you're making a real smart move getting this college education policy for Arbadello.
Well, it's really a good thing, you know, Andy.
Yeah. My papa had got one of these for me. I would have been going to college when I was 17 if I'd have been out of grammar school.
Yeah, well, I'll send you a check for the first premium.
Thanks, Amos.
How's the insurance business been going?
Oh, good. I've been on the job a month now and already sold 2 policies.
Yeah, to who?
You and me. But I got some more calls to make. I'm going over to Kingfisher's place now.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, well, thanks again, Amos. I got to get going. See you later.
Well, so long, son, and good luck.
Thanks.
Now, this will be your job, Stevens. You shovel sand from this pile into the cement mixer.
Oh, that's fine, Mr. Baxter. I'll go shop around for a shovel. I remember a pretty good shovel store up in Connecticut.
You don't have to buy a shovel. We give you one. Now, how about getting to work?
Well, this all-day job?
You put in a full day. 8 to 5, you work.
8 to 5. What's the odds if I don't work?
Look, Stevens, your wife told me you'd try to weasel your way out of this job, but she gave me strict instructions not to let you. Are you going to start now or in the morning?
Well, 9 o'clock now, and you quit at 5. The day pretty well shot. I'll see you in the morning.
Don't look so glum, George. You'll like your job after you get started.
That's what I'm afraid of, honey. I'm afraid I'll get to like the job so well and stay there year after year and never leave. First thing you know, I in a rut. And that ain't good for a man.
George, you won't be there long. You'll move on to a better job.
Well, then it seems silly to get settled in this and then have to leave right away again. Why not wait until a better job show up?
Whether you like it or not, you're going to work and be a respectable family man. Which reminds me, I got a surprise for you.
What's the surprise?
Andy's coming over, and you're going to buy a life insurance policy from him.
A life insurance policy?
Yes. That's just in case something happens to you. This is just part of my plan to make you a good provider.
Well, honey, it's a good idea, but I just don't have the money for the premium.
I thought about that. You can pay the premium out of your first week's salary. After all, it's for the future.
You mean I shovel sand in that cement mixer all week to get money to give to Andy so you can collect when I... The only future in that don't include me.
Oh, that must be Andy now. Excuse me.
Hello, Sapphire. It's Brown from Crown with the best policy in town.
Come in.
Thanks. Hi, Kingfish. How's Tricks?
I don't know. I ain't done none lately.
I'll leave you 2 boys alone to talk business.
Well, Kingfish, I got all the papers for your insurance, right?
Andy, you just wasting your time. I ain't got the money for to pay the premium.
I'll pay it.
Whole amplifier here. Andy, you picked the worst day of my life to come around. Sapphire making me take a job. And I starts tomorrow morning heaving sand all day.
Oh, cheer up, Kingfish. Just sign the application and we goes right down to the doctor for the physical examination.
Now, look here, Andy.
Sign the application.
Sign the application. Get a job. Andy, I sitting in the electric chair, and Sapphire standing right beside the warden yelling contact.
Well, Mr. Stevens, there's just one more thing we want to find out.
I get poked and prodded, blood pressurized. Now what?
Well, if you'll just step over here on the scales, I want to find out how much you weigh.
Yeah, work like a horse and get weighed in like a jockey.
104 pounds. You're a little heavy. You must have a pretty good appetite.
Oh, yeah, everything I eat go right to my stomach.
Well, your general health's pretty good, Mr. Stevens, but you are a little overweight. Now, before I can pass you for insurance, you're going to have to go on a diet. Take off about 25 pounds.
Go on a diet, huh?
Yes, no bread, no sweets, no potatoes. I have a diet I prescribe for my patients.
Yeah, breakfast. Small piece of dried toast. 1 sliced fig, 2 tablespoons full of yogurt. How long I got to live on this?
Oh, about 3 weeks should do the trick.
3 weeks? I don't know if I can do it.
Well, it's up to you. But say I have to catch a train. I'm going out of town for a few weeks. Now, you get on your hat and coat. I'll talk to Mr. Brown on my way out.
Hi, Doc. Is everything all right?
I'm afraid not. Mr. Stevens isn't insurable.
Ain't insurable.
It's too bad he didn't come to me sooner.
Sooner?
It's a crime when a healthy man like that lets himself go that far. Now he'll have to pay for it.
Pay for it?
I gave him a special diet, but I think he's too weak. I don't think he'll last 3 weeks.
Won't last 3 weeks. Hey, Doc.
Well, Andy, did Doc tell you the news?
Yeah. Kingfish, I can't believe it.
Well, Andy, I guess it's my own fault. I lived it up too much and it done caught up with me.
Don't give up so easy, Kingfish.
It ain't no use, Andy. I don't think I'll last the 3 weeks.
I don't believe what that doctor say. I know lots of fellas been told they only had a couple of weeks to live and they're still kicking around.
Live? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't try to make no secret of it, Kingfish. The doctor told me when he went out that he didn't think you'd last 3 weeks.
Did the doctor say what's wrong with me?
No, he just said you couldn't be insured. What is it, Kingfish?
Andy, I'd rather not say.
You do the thing.
Oh, yeah, Andy. I have an attack. Andy, don't say nothing about it to Sapphire. She expects me to go on that job in the morning, and I don't want to let her down.
Kingfish, you can't go to work when you only got 3 weeks to live.
Andy, I hadn't thought of that. I work 3 weeks, and they pays off once a month, and I missed the paycheck by 1 week. Oh, the cruel disappointment of it all.
Come on, Kingfish, I'll take you home.
Yeah, Andy. Give me your arm. No, Andy. I got to conserve my strength. Carry me, Andy.
All right, Kingfish.
There it is, Sapphire, right on the calendar.
Oh, George.
Dry your tears, honey. We got to face the facts. I done marked out my time here. 3 weeks. Beginning today and ending here.
Oh, George.
D-Day. D for departure. Hang it up on the wall there, honey. So I can keep my eye on it. Oh.
Oh, George, you're so brave.
Well, no use in messing up the enjoyment of my last few hours. Got to keep the chin up. Carry on. Good show. Tip, tip, and all that stuff.
Now, didn't the doctor give you a prescription or anything?
Well, like Andy told you, he gave me a diet.
Well, what can you have to eat?
Well, first day, breakfast. Filet mignon, medium rare with mushrooms. Lunch, fried chicken and candied yams. Dinner, broiled lobsters and strawberry and cream for dessert.
Are you sure that's what he wants you to eat?
Yes, darling. That's what he called the last chance diet.
Well, George, you can have anything you want. Anything. There you are, George. Did you enjoy that?
That was very good, honey. But the next time, put a little more wild rice on the squab.
Anything else I can get you?
Honey, I just laying here thinking. I'd like to have a television set in here so I could look at it while I fading away.
Well, I'd like to get you one, George, but I just don't have the money. Oh, that must be Andy.
Let him in, honey. Andy, money.
Go right in, Andy.
Hi, Kingfish.
Read my temperature for me, Andy.
Oh, below zero. Kingfish, you icing up.
Oh, Andy, I'm having another attack. Oh, sit down a while and watch me suffer. Oh, they're getting worse.
Is there anything I can do for you, Kingfish?
Yeah, Andy. Hand me that pad and pencil over there.
Sure, Kingfish.
Oh.
There you is, Kingfish.
Thank you, Andy. I want you to write something down for me. My last will and testimonial.
Kingfish.
To whom it may concern, I, George Stevens, being sound of mind and lately deceased, bequeath and donate my estate. Party of first part, hereafter known as Andrew H. Brown.
Oh, Kingfish.
I give and hand over my solid gold-plated railroad-type watch, easy worth $500, to the aforesaid Andrew H. Brown, my good friend and bosom companion.
Oh, Kingfish.
Andy, I just realized what a terrible thing I doing to you, leaving you this watch.
What's that?
The inheritance tax. Andy, if I inherit this watch to you, the government gonna bracket you with a 50% inheritance tax on this $500 watch. And that's $250.
$250?
Andy, I can't do this to you. I want you to have the watch. I'll tell you what I do. Then we get around the inheritance tax this way. I sell you the watch now for $150, and that saves you $100 in the hereafter.
Kingfish, I don't really need no watch right now, and
Andy, I having another attack. Andy, you better act now and save yourself $100.
All right, Kingfish. I'll do it.
It was a nip and tuck all the way until the local club fell apart in the last of the 8. And that's the sports page for the day. Now for the human interest story of the day. In St. Louis, the friends of the late Augustine Wingate banded together and collected $1,000 for a memorial portrait of the financier. An artist has been commissioned to do the painting, which will be unveiled on the occasion of a...
$1,000 memorial painting. And Andy, I think the memorial painting should be hung right there behind my chair in the lodge hall to fill the void that I done left behind.
Yeah, that'll cover up that hole in the wall there pretty good.
Andy, I'm glad you like the idea. That's the reason why I appoint you chairman of the George Stevens Memorial Picture Painting Collecting Committee.
I'd rather not.
Andy, I done that because I want to go down in your memory as a kind and generous man. And that's the way the picture gonna show me. My smiling countenance, etched indelicately in oil. and hanging in the lodge room as the inspiration for the other lodge brothers to carry on.
Well, they carry on pretty good whether you there or not. How much has I got to collect for this oil paint picture?
$1,000.
1,000?
Well, Andy, that's pretty reasonable. Now, if you went out and had a picture painted by Rembrandt or Pistachio or one of them fellas, it would probably cost you $100,000 or $200,000.
Yeah, but they're dead.
Andy, that's just the point. The fella I got in mind to paint this picture is about to go down in prosperity. So he's willing to cut rate the price while he's still here.
But Kingfish, now listen. All right, I'll do my best.
Well, Mr. Calhoun, you're in pretty good shape.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. I'm so glad to hear that. Thanks.
You know, Mr. Brown's selling quite a bit of insurance. You're the 5th prospect I've examined for him.
Well, you see, Doctor, I didn't want the same thing to happen to me like what happened to the Kingfish.
Kingfish?
Yeah, you remember. George Stevens. He's a heavy-set, bald-headed fella. The same fella you said they didn't have but 3 weeks to live.
3 weeks to live?
Yeah, 3 weeks to live, poor boy, and his time's up tomorrow.
You must have your story wrong. I put him on a diet for 3 weeks to take some weight off.
Doctor, you know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes?
And ain't nothing wrong with him?
No, of course not. A little overweight. Is he still following his diet? I didn't think he'd last 3 weeks on it.
Last 3 weeks on a diet. So that's what it is. And I chipped in. I've been chumped. Excuse me, Doctor. I gotta be a sick friend.
Mrs. Stevens?
Oh, Doctor, I'm so glad you're back. I want to talk to you about my husband.
Yes, and I'd like to talk to you about him, too.
Who's that?
It's me, Kingfish. Can I come in?
No, you can't come in now, Andy. I haven't a spell. All right, Andy. You can come in now. Through spelling.
Hello, Kingfish.
Oh, Andy.
I knocked on the outside door and did nobody answer, so I come right in.
That's okay, Andy. How the collection coming?
Oh, yeah. Well, all I could raise was $31.22.
Well, Andy, the artist was expecting a little more than this.
Well, I did the best I could.
But here's the picture. You can hang it up in the lodge hall. Pretty good likeness, huh?
Looks like a map of the subway system. Who did this?
Me.
But you said you was going to have an artist to paint this as we go down in prosperity.
Well, Andy, after tomorrow, I won't be prospering around here no more.
Not Kingfish?
Oh, Andy, the sands of time is drizzling out on me. Look at the calendar there. And I know you can't be angry with a man who's facing D-Day.
I guess not. Oh, I got something down in the car that the Lodge brothers sent you. Sapphire ain't here. It'd be all right if I leave you alone for a minute?
And he ain't got a thing to worry about until tomorrow.
Hi, Andy. Where the Kingfish? He's in the bedroom. Go in there and keep him company for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Kingfish? You give me back my $3.
Oh, what $3?
The $3 I chipped in on that memorial picture, that's what $3.
It's in safe hands.
Kingfish, I don't want to hear no talk about no safe hands. I want to feel my money in my hands. I just come from the doctor's office and he say you ain't sick at all.
Oh?
Kingfish, you is dirty, that's what you is. You not only jip your honest friends, you is now jipping me, Algonquin Jenkins. Kingfish, I'm going to tell everybody what you done, then you really going to be sick.
Now, wait a minute, Calhoun. I just as glad as you is that the doctor made a mistake and I ain't sick.
Kingfish, you give me back my $3.
Calhoun, let me be the first to return it to you. Here you is, son.
Now, yeah, that's better. Around here jipping people out their money. And another thing, Kingfish, I just thought of something. You've been telling everybody that tomorrow D-Day. Now, what's going to happen when D-Day come and you ain't D?
Oh, well, I'll think of something.
Yeah, you better.
really is, Kingfish. The sorrowful brothers of the lodge. Bon voyage, wherever you're going.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, that's all right, Kingfisher. Hey, what you doing with your hat on?
Oh, Andy, did you hear them old-time Westerners what died with their boots on?
Yeah.
Well, I come from a clan that died with their hats on.
Hey, what's this suitcase doing here?
Well, I tell you, Andy, it's like this.
Hey, you all dressed.
Oh, and my clan died with their clothes on. Formal to the end.
Kingfish, you going someplace?
Andy, I didn't want to tell nobody, but I got to thinking, and I thought it'd be the decent thing to spare my friends my last moments. So I'm going to pack up here, and I'm going away where I can fade away private-like.
Yeah. Where you going?
Tombstone, Arizona.
Say, Kingfish, if you's fading out, what are you taking these swimming trunks along for?
Well, now, Andy, in these fading cases, a man never knows what direction he's going in. It's just a chance that he might end up in a hot climate. Want to do a little swimming.
Now, look, Kingfish.
Andy, I think it's best this way. I don't want to see the sadness on your face, but I take off to apply for membership in the big lodge hall in the sky.
Yeah, well, I guess it's better this way.
Well, so long, old pal. Au revoir. Till we meet again, someplace, somewhere.
Yeah, and somehow. Yeah, but how are we going to know when it happened?
Well, Andy, when it happens, I'll send you a telegram.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Oh, George. How are you, George? Do you feel worse?
Oh, much worse. Oh.
Well, George, there must be something we can do for you. Let me call the doctor.
Oh, no. Don't call the doctor. There ain't nothing can be done. Ain't you putting him to that trouble.
It's no trouble, you big phony. He's right here. Doctor? 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 Here's that big faker. You just did this to keep from taking that job.
Now, Sapphire,
Just
baby.
a moment, Mrs. Stevens. Your husband is in serious condition.
Really? What's wrong with him?
Look at his vest. What has he been eating lately?
Lobsters, strawberries and cream, baked Alaska, pastry.
Why, he was overweight when he came to my office 3 weeks ago. He must have put on 40 pounds since then.
Doctor, is that bad?
Bad. Bad. With all that weight?
Doctor, what'll I do? Can't you do something for me?
Well, yes, I think I have just a prescription for you. Here, start that first thing in the morning.